Well, Alfie, welcome back. You spent some time on loan to Farnborough, had a successful time there. You're back into the midst of the squad now. Firstly, I just wanted to ask how that loan period was for you.
Yeah, obviously, I think it was well documented. Obviously, I wasn't getting the game time that I would have liked to, or just coming off the bench. Even if it's 10, 15 minutes. So I needed to sort of make the decision myself to go out and just sort of just get some games. To make sure if I was to come back, then I'm fit and I am ready. I think let's be fair and be honest about the situation. George is absolutely flying, and with us playing with one striker, the game time is going to be limited. And I openly said to the gaffer about coming back, and I feel like I can affect it. The option was to obviously stay out on loan until the end of the season, and whether that be playoffs or not, I would be back for that. But I said to the gaffer, I'll back myself. I feel like I can offer a lot within these next 6 games. So it's just down to me to continue training well, and then giving the gaffer to make a decision to obviously put me on the bench.
Tomorrow, Dorking Wanderers away, massive game, up the top of the table. Are you hoping that you can come into that one and make an impact and show that you're going to be a valuable asset for these last 6 games?
Yeah, listen, they're all big games for the last 6, and we're taking it one game at a time. The morale around the place is high, and we're only focusing on ourselves. We're not focusing on what other people are doing, because ultimately you win the next 6 games, and it's yours. Previous games that we played with them, they've obviously been tight, and I think it's two fantastic teams that are sort of matched each other. And I think we've edged it both games. Obviously winning on penalties in the FA Trophy, and then obviously the last minute equaliser at home. So yeah, I'm hoping I'm going to be back in the fold, and if I'm not, I'll continue as I am, supporting the boys and driving them forward in any way that I can. So yeah.
Coming back into that environment after a minute away, I know you will have been in touch with all the lads, but is there a noticeable difference in the atmosphere and the belief in that changing room that something special could happen come the end of the season?
I think our belief's always been the same. I think since day one we've all set out our target, and that's to obviously get promoted, and that's not going to change. Like I just said, we're just focusing on one game at a time, and the next game is Dorking. We can't be thinking of other results or what else is down the line. But everyone's pushing each other. The fact that I've come back in, I've got to push Greeny, I've got to push John, I've got to push George in some aspects. Jaden coming back off loan as well. He's found himself back in the team and he's done phenomenal himself. So listen, everyone's pushing each other. There's no sulkers around the place. Everyone's just cracking on. Everyone's supporting, and we've got a job to do.
Just finally, I wanted to ask, in your time away, how much have you missed the Borough faithful?
Yeah, it's I see the crowd last week. Obviously, I was in the stands for that one, which ended up in a fantastic result for the boys. So listen, come down in your numbers again tomorrow, because I think it's going to be a big crowd down there. So continue singing and pushing the lads on, and let's go there and get 3 points.